What if I told you that one man's prayer stopped the sun in the sky? It happened on a real battlefield, on a day when the fate of an entire nation hung in the balance. The people of Israel had been marching for hours under the burning heat, their swords heavy, their breaths ragged. Before them stood a coalition of 5 enemy kings, united for one reason: to wipe them out completely. They were outnumbered, outmatched, and by all human reasoning, already defeated. But Joshua, their leader, carried something far more powerful than numbers or weapons. He carried a promise. The night before the battle, as fires flickered in the camp and the air was thick with the smell of dust and sweat, God spoke to him clearly. Do not be afraid of them. Not one of them will be able to stand against you. And when God gives you a promise like that, you walk into the fight differently. At sunrise, Israel struck first, charging into the enemy lines with courage that made their foes falter. The enemy began to break, retreating toward the mountains. But just as the victory seemed certain, Joshua noticed something. Time was slipping away. The sun was already sinking toward the horizon. Darkness meant safety for the enemy. Nightfall meant they could regroup, hide in the hills, and attack again another day. The thought of unfinished victory weighed heavy on him. And so, with the dust of battle still clinging to his skin, with the shouts of warriors and the clash of swords echoing in his ears, Joshua did something no one had ever dared to do. He looked up into the blazing sky and prayed a prayer so bold, so impossible, that if God did not answer, it would be utter foolishness. He asked for the sun to stay in its place. The words rang out over the battlefield, cutting through the chaos. And then it happened. The sun stopped moving. The golden light of the afternoon refused to fade. For an entire day, the world held its breath as Israel fought until every last enemy was defeated. But this was never just about a miracle in the sky. It was about faith on the ground. Joshua believed that when God makes a promise, nothing, not the armies of men, not even the rotation of the earth itself, can stand in the way. So what about you? Comment, "I believe," if you know God will stop the sun and give you victory in your life. What battle are you fighting that feels impossible? Maybe today is the day you stop asking for small victories and start praying for the kind of miracle that stops the sun in its tracks.